A long time ago, there was a boy who loved flying kites. He would spend hours and hours flying his kite in the park. But one day, he wanted to build a bigger and better kite than he had before. So he spent all day on it, gathering materials and working hard. Finally, he finished his kite. It was huge, almost as big as he was. And it was beautiful, with bright colors and flowing ribbons. He went out into the park to fly his kite, but it was a windy day, and the strong wind kept pulling his kite down. The boy struggled to hold on to the string, but the wind was too powerful. His kite tore and ripped with a loud crack. The wind snatched the kite right out of his hands and sent it tumbling through the air. The boy felt like crying. All that work, and it was ruined! He sat down on a nearby bench to take a break. His grandfather, who had been watching from afar, walked over and sat beside him. "What's wrong?" he asked. The boy told him about his broken kite and how he just wanted to give up. His grandfather was silent for a moment. Then he said something that really surprised the boy. "Strong winds don't break you," he said. "They teach you how to fly." The boy looked up at him, confused. "What do you mean?" he asked. His grandfather smiled and said, "When you face strong winds while flying a kite, it doesn't break you. It makes you stronger. Every time your kite is blown down, you learn what it's like to be in the wind, to feel its power and its direction. And each time you rebuild your kite, you make it stronger so it can withstand the wind and fly higher than before." The boy thought about what his grandfather had said. Maybe he wasn't meant to give up. Maybe he was meant to keep trying, to learn from his mistakes and make his kite stronger. He got up from the bench and went back to work. He gathered more materials and spent even longer making his kite stronger and more secure. He made sure that the frame was sturdier and the fabric was tighter. He worked and worked until the sun began to set. The next day, he went back to the park with his kite. It was a little bigger now and a lot stronger. He held the string tightly and let the wind catch the kite. It soared into the air, higher and faster than it had ever flown before. The boy laughed and shouted in delight. He had learned how to fly his kite in the wind. From that day on, whenever the boy faced strong winds, he remembered his grandfather's words. He didn't let the wind break him. He let it teach him how to fly.